Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be starting with a new chapter, morphology of flowering plants. So the first question which comes in our mind is, what do you mean by morphology? So morphology is the study of external features of any living organism. So over here we are going to study about the external features of the flowering plants. So what are the external features of plants? The roots, the stems, the flowers, the leaves, the flower, the fruit, and everything which we will be going to study in detail. So first of all, I would like to explain you this introduction using a blank slide. So basically, the plant body is divided into two parts, the root and the shoot. Okay, and from this shoot only, shoot is the stem, and from this shoot the leaves, the flowers, and the fruits arise. Leaves, flowers, and fruits. Okay, now basically, so the underground part of any flower is the root, any plant is the root, and the upward part of any plant is the shoot system. Okay, now let's see the structure of any germinating seed. So I'll be drawing a dicotyledon seed now. Okay, this is my dicotyledon seed. This just okay, fine. uh, okay, so basically anything which grows up from it will contribute from for the shoot system. So this will be of the shoot, and at the up part there is such dark thing, and this is called as plumule. What is it is called? Plumule. Okay, and what is this plumule? It is the future shoot system. Now below this also such kind of thing grows. Okay, and this is called as the radicle. Radicle is the future root system. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So when there is any dicotyledon seed, it the upper part has a plumule, which is the future shoot system. The lower part has a radicle, which is the future root system. Now let's study about the root. So basically, root is positively geotropic, means it is positively geotropic because it grows towards the gravity, है ना, वो धरती के अंदर ग्रो करती है, ठीक है. एंड इट इज़ नेगेटिवली फोटोट्रॉपिक. क्यों? बिकॉज वो सनलाइट के नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में ग्रो कर रही है. वेयर एज द केस ऑफ स्टेम इज ऑपोजिट. द स्टेम इज पॉजिटिवली जियोट्रॉपिक क्योंकि वो ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट ग्रो कर रही है. एंड सॉरी, द स्टेम इज नेगेटिवली जियोट्रॉपिक एंड इट इज पॉजिटिवली फोटोट्रॉपिक. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि वो लाइट की डायरेक्शन में ग्रो कर रही है. ओके, नाउ लेट्स स्टडी द टाइप्स ऑफ रूट्स. तो जो रूट जो है डायरेक्ट इलोंगेशन ऑफ रेडिकल से बनती है वो प्राइमरी रूट बनती है. आई हैव जस्ट टोल्ड यू द मीनिंग ऑफ रेडिकल नाउ ओनली. ओके, and it now this root bears lateral roots which is called as the secondary or the tertiary roots, and the branches of these tap root of this and the branches on the primary root only constitutes the taproot system, which is seen in mustard plant. Okay, and okay, in case of monocotyledons the primary root is short lived, ठीक है, मतलब जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाती है, and it is replaced by large number of roots. These roots originate from the base of stem and they constitute the fibrous root system. Okay, so there are two root system. One is the tap root system. Okay, so this is the tap root. Okay, where it has a main root and the lateral roots. Okay, and there is your fibrous root system, where the primary root is short lived, whereas it has so many large number of short secondary roots. Okay, these roots originate from the base of the stem. Okay, can you see it? It originates from the base of the stem. Okay, and in some plants like grass and monstera, grass, monstera, and banyan trees, the roots arise from plants of part of plant other than radicle, and they are called as adventitious roots. Okay, you can see. So this is the case of grass, monstera, and banyan. Okay, it is given here. Okay, so basically there are three root systems: the taproot, fibrous root, and the adventitious root system. Okay, now let's see the functions of roots. So there are four functions. One is absorption of water and minerals, then providing proper anchorage to plant parts, storing the material, and the synthesis of plant growth regulators. Okay, so here you can see the shoot and the root system also. The above part is the shoot system, the below part is the root system, where this is the main or the primary root, and it has many lateral or the secondary roots. I hope it is clear. Okay, so this is the main primary root having lots of lateral or secondary roots. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now we'll be seeing the regions of roots. So I will be explaining you using this diagram. So basically the apex of the root is covered by a root cap. Okay, and this root cap is a very thimble like structure. It protects the tender apex of this root and makes its way through the soil. Above, few centimeters above this root cap, is the region of meristematic activity, and the cells of this region are very small. They are thin walled and they have a dense protoplasm. They divide rapidly. Okay, now above this there is the region of elongation. Okay, over here this region of elongation is responsible for the growth of the plant. Okay, and gradually the cells of the region of elongation divide and mature. Okay, so above it there is the region of maturation. Okay, and in this region of maturation, the from this region what happens is that some of the epidermal cells form very fine delicate thread like structures, which is the root hair. What is the function of this root hair? The function of this root hair is to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Okay, so this is only written in this text. Again I'll be explaining. Plant has the root cap. Root cap protects the apex of the root. Above it there is the region of meristematic cavity. The cells of this region are small, they are thin walled and have a dense protoplasm. They also divide rapidly. Then the region of elongation, it is responsible for the growth of plant. When the cells mature, it is called as the region of maturation, and the epidermal cells of this region form thread like structures called as the root hair. Now we'll see the modification of root. Okay, so basically the root is modified into four things: the tap root and the adventitious roots for modification we'll be seeing. Then about the prop roots, the stilt roots, and the pneumatophores. Okay, so let's begin with tap roots and adventitious roots for modification. So when the roots are modified to perform functions other than absorption and conductions, they also store food. Okay, Then, and they also help in support. Okay, so that is the taproot of carrot and turnip, and adventitious root of sweet potatoes. These examples are way too important. Okay, taproot of carrot and turnip, adventitious root of sweet potato. Then what are the prop roots? So prop roots are the hanging root structures of banyan tree. Then the stilt roots. So some plants have supporting roots which come out of the lower nodes of the stem. Okay, in case of maize and sugarcane, we'll be understanding the meaning of nodes and internodes, so don't worry. Okay, then pneumatophores. So pneumatophores are the roots of the swampy areas. Okay, so what happens is that in the swampy areas the root come out of the ground and it grows vertically upward. Okay, and this happens in the case of rhizophora. This example is way too important, guys, please do remember it. Rhizophora. Okay, in swampy region when the root grows vertically upwards. So there are only 4 modifications given in NCERT. Okay, so now let's study about stem. So basically stem is the ascending part of the axis which bears branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Okay, and we know that the stem develops from the plumule of the embryo of germinating seed. I've shown you the structure of germinating seed earlier only, that it has a plumule. Okay, the up part is the plumule and at the down part it has your radicle. I've shown you. Okay, now basically I wanted to tell you about the nodes and the internodes. So this region where the new leaves are born, that is the called as nodes, whereas the portion between two nodes is the internodes. Okay, I'll show you with example. This is a stem. Okay, so uh, yes, this portion where the new leaves are born, black portion, are the nodes, and this portion between two leaves is the internode. Okay, okay, then the buds can be terminal or axillary. So basically what is an axillary bud? Axillary bud is that bud which is present on the axil. Okay, stem is generally green when it is young and it becomes woody and dark brown after some period of time. What is the function of a stem? It spreads branches which bears leaves, flowers, fruit. It conducts water, mineral photosynthesis, and in some cases the stem also performs function of storage of food, support, protection, and of vegetative propagation. This is very important. You should know the functions of stems, root, and everything. Okay, now let's see the modification of stems. So this is a very important topic. Okay, so first of all let's cover what's given in your NCERT and then I'll be giving you the extra thing. Okay, so this is the NCERT thing. First of all, in NCERT they are telling you about the underground stems of potato, ginger, turmeric. Okay, where the underground stem stores food. It acts as an organ of penetration. Okay, to tie over the conditions which are not suitable for the growth. Who? Yes. Okay, then basically